Greetings one and all, Will here back for a Transformers review in my new studio. So today's review is going to be Titans Returns Overlord. I picked this guy up at TF, TF Nation that is, for those not in the know. And this guy, absolutely brilliant. I've never physically seen a G1 Overlord in the plastic, so to speak. I've seen it in a box and I've seen it on pictures. It's about as far as I go on that. He looks G1ish. He looks very G1. He looks like the G1 except with articulation, which seems to be the thing with these Titan Returns guys these days. Like Six Shot for instance, he's very G1 with articulation. So let's get on to the review, shall we? Say hello, Overlord. Tip his hat to you. Easily a glass figure, and the price for these guys is getting a bit steep for a leader class figure. For Six Shot, yeah, you get 6 modes, kind of. They're kind of 6 modes. It's not all 6 modes, it's just, yeah, that. But this guy only has 2 alt modes, technically, because he, as you see, he will split in half, which is quite funky, to be fair. I do like that. One bot, 2 alt modes. It's very classy, very classy. As for the Titan Returns guys, they come with a little Titan Master guy. Let me rip his head off. Give me your face. And this guy, see him there? He's pretty cool. He's just got a little bit of articulation in the arms and stuff, you know, which is all relatively good. This is called Dreadnought. Sorry, he is called Dreadnought. Now, Dreadnought is a very good name for a massive bot. Not unless they're trying to be ironic, but I don't know. Yeah, so let's just put a little Dreadnought back into his place at the moment for now, and then we'll move on to articulation. Now, like I said, this is a G1 with articulation. So the arms can do a full 360. You've got a nice shoulder joint on both arms, and then you've got a single joint on the elbow. Legs, you can pull off some. He can pull off some pretty good stance. He's not too heavy. He's quite light, to be fair, for the size of the bot. He's got the knee joints and that kind of joint like that, so he can show off his roller thing in the middle of his crotch area, which is a bit weird. So. Yeah, so the articulation is pretty cool. He does not have a waist swivel. Then you know why this if you own him, because that's part of the transformation bits. This guy does have 3 modes, 4 modes. I don't know, he's got a robot mode, the 2 vehicles are split in half, and a base mode. Not too sold on the base mode, but then that's personal preference. I think we need a little size comparison, don't you? Here he is next to my custom Prime Lockdown figure. Now basically the Prime Lockdown figure is basically a vehicle. So you know the size of a vehicle, because I'm pretty sure you've all got vehicles. They're ones you collect. And just for the hell of it, a Sharkticon. Well, Piranhacon. Well, fishy man eating face. So, that is basically the size of him. You see, he's a fairly substantial figure. He's bigger than a Voyager. A Voyager would come to about here, depending on what Voyager you have. If I had the Revenge of the Fallen Lockdown, animated Lockdown, he probably would be about the same size because he's an arrogantly big bastard. So size comparison over, let's get on to the base mode, shall we? Now I don't really want to show you Transform, but the base mode I might as well show you how to actually do it. Let's take off the gun first, one side, fold the fists in like so. Let's take off this bit shallowy for now, put that there, and then the idea is, yep. This is only mine. That's fine. This one, bit loose. But then there's little pegs. Can't see. Under the armpit, about here, and that just clenches in. Yeah, I'm using that word, clench. It clenches in, which is pretty cool. Let's just get this head bit back over the head, like so. And for this bit, this is really weird. To get this bottom platform out, I can't find a way of doing it without, you know, lifting. So there's a way just to take that end bit off, and then it folds down. And then you put the, I can actually do it, put this little back on the end again, and that's ready for. Let's put it back on for now, shall we? Now it basically goes on the other side, the other way around, which is really weird. There, see? Goes on the other way around than it should do. 2 sections here, fold, out. There you go. That's his base mode. No, I'm joking. Now this is the pivotal bit because he does this. You can have 2 ways to do this. You get this already, so you fold that up like that, and you stick that like this. So that's basically part of the base mode there. Now we're left with the legs. Basically this little wheelie bit needs to be touching the surface because that is his wheelie bit. The idea is to grab the leg, rotate it around, bend it at the knee with the feet. I can do it. It's complicated. No, it's not complicated. There's a little section just inside here. Pull out. And then yeah, that's that. Then this, you can alter that round like so, and then rotate the other leg round. Sorry, rotate the other leg round to there. And the same again with this. Pull. If you've got some nails, it helps put that out to there. And there we have base mode. That's one half of the base mode. Base mode. And then you just insert it. Oh yeah, into there. Clip these little things down like so. And then you just insert the gun into the hole. The gun actually, if you can do it properly, pins the 2 together. Stops them falling apart so much. And just fold all these little bits of, see these little bits here? I can do it, hang on a minute. Yeah, so you fold these fins out, again on the other side. And there we have, there is, I've left this head in, I've left the master inside. I forgot to take him out, never mind. Dreadnought can stay there. And there we have, that's his base mode, which to me is, it looks like a launch pad, it also looks like a witch's hat, which is really strange. But then this is what the Titans Returns guys are about, the leader class ones anyway, and some of the void ones, they turn into bases. Fair enough, if you like that kind of thing, carry on. I think it's the whole Micromasters thing really, isn't it? That's the idea, I reckon. So there's his base mode. Now, I haven't got any little ones to put all over the place because I haven't got any, so I can't do it. So, that's his base mode. So I think we should get him into tank and jet mode. Now from this stage, it's basically reversing the process near enough. Let's take this gun out of his crotch. Rip him in half. We'll do the tank first. So the other leg was already folded. If I go back to actual, there is the trouser mode. Cool, eh? Right, to get this guy into tank mode, the trouser mode in tank mode, it's a piece of pith. Fold these leg parts in, these feet parts in, which are basically just that. Rotate these out, again there, like here, and see there's a nice crevice, nice little crevice for it to go into. Just fold them over, aiming this section into the middle. Some little tabs, you'll see the tab when you get there. There you go, tab that in, tab it all in, tabby tab, tap, tap, tap. There's a tank, gun, insert. We have a tank mode. Tank mode. It's a cute little blue tank with white and turquoise features and a purple weapon. Yes, so there he is, his tank mode. Put him to one side, and then we bring back what was left of the thingy mode. Basically, this is near enough in jet mode anyway. But what I'll do, I'll turn it back into torso mode, and then you can work out from there where to go. The idea is put that back to there. Sorry, put that back to there. Fold that to there. Fold these back in again. Remove that top bit. Close that down. Put that back on again. Leave that to one side. Right, I'm not going to do full thingy mode, but that's basically it there. That's basically torso mode, obviously. Fists are easy, so fist, fold. They're in. Little tabs under the armpits again. Clip those into place where they clip. Fold out the wings. And push forward like so. Section at the back folds over the head. See? Head. Take this section again. And there we are. One jet mode. It's an okay jet mode. He's nice and black. He has some landing gear here. Need some nails for this. Pull that out. And then you got some landing gear. We like the landing gear. Let's bring the tank back in, shall we? And there we go. We have tank, jet. But not in a triple changeaway. He's basically a combiner. So there we go. Very nice. I like this guy. I'm playing with him a lot. He's so simple to transform. As you've just seen these. I'll put this back in the bottom mode in a second, just so you can see the reversible of it. But it's just great. It's just these things are brilliant. The time return stuff has been really good, which is surprising. A bit hit and miss around here in the UK. Well, piss around by me. Nowhere's got anything half the time. And when they do, they're really like 19 quid, 18 quid. It's a ridiculous amount of money for something that small for a deluxe. And the Voyagers are very like trickling in like piss. But I'm liking them, to be fair. They're quite funky, isn't it? It's a good line to have. To get this guy back into bottom mode, it's just reversing everything you just did. Start with the torso. Take that off. That comes off quite easily. Fold that back down again. Unclip the armpits. Pull the arms out. Fists. Hooja, lobster. There we go. So, there you go. There's torso mode. Torso mode. And tank. Gun. Fold the legs back round. Fold these back in like so, and neck like that, and then put this back into this. This section's on a double hinge, goes down to there. And there we've seen this one, but hey ho presto. Insert. Boom. There we go. Overlord is back at fighting form. You can store this on the back, where it basically goes in jet mode. But if you're a G1er, or if you just like the look of it, to be fair, I like the look of it, to be fair, you just store it onto the arm like so, and it looks lovely. Let's put his gun back in, shall we? So there we go. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, in this mode, I did miss out because I didn't get the little add-on bits you could pick up apparently. If the G1 person inside you knows, engines go in there, booby former face things go in the chest piece. You know, he's basically just trying to be a prime, isn't he? You just want to say, look, I got darkest hour. I don't have anything inside. I'll stop flashing now. Just random things like that. There's not much to him. It's great. The plastic quality is quite good as well, but the paint quality on the helmet is very shiny. He's got a very shiny head. But wait, we can forgive him because he's Overlord. Right. I hope you enjoyed this review. I'm going to try and get more of these out in this style. If you like it, can you please just hit that like button. I'm trying to get some subs up, just for the fact it's for a bit of an ego boost. Because at the moment I need something like this. Just to indulge. I've been waiting years to get this in studio sorted out, and I finally did it. I'm going to try and get into the swing of these. This is my first review in a while, so forgive me if it was a bit ropey or a bit rushed or a bit Just leave a comment. I don't care if it's negative, I don't care, anything. Right, I hope you enjoyed this review. This was Transformers Titans Returns Overlord, and I bid you all adieu.